You've got no idea. I'm in the middle of a quest for a reason. For those who are not familiar with how this stuff works, whenever I'm getting set up for a live stream in Doomlink's live hunts, it is quite a mess, but we're all ready. Normally I save it until I'm in the quest, but... Or sorry, usually no, the opposite to that. Normally I wait until before I start the quest and then I start the live stream, but that didn't happen this time. The reason why is because I was actually uploading something, so streaming plus uploading plus playing with people online in Freedom Unite, nah, not gonna work, so that wasn't a thing. Needless to say, I do not have my chats up, so anyone who is talking within the first 10 seconds of the stream being live, please understand if I don't respond within the first minute. Anyway, I'm not bitter. So, oh, that's... Keep forgetting shield advance is not really a thing here. So, okay. So we did originally have 4 people departing on this quest, but one of those people lagged out. And he seems to have found the reason as to why he lagged out, so... hopefully we will be able to hunt with 4 people after this. May take this opportunity to try and get my chats up, seeing as though Nargacuga's fucking off over there. What a joke. As you can see, it's not always helpful to flash bomb monsters, but anyway. It is part 11, isn't it? Yes. Just hoping everything's correct in terms of my... oh, there we go. So I am using darkness here, so let's try and go for a paralysis. If I can't achieve paralysis with darkness, then it's probably... well, the word shameful comes to mind. There we go. So I'd like to aim for the face, but... You know, strangely enough, that might actually be hitting the face. Actually, that's not. But maybe it was before. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We are in Freedom Unite once again, and the reason why is because I think most of you are interested in Freedom Unite stuff as compared to Portable Third, and quite frankly, I do prefer playing Unite to Portable Third when I do sit down and play a Monster Hunter game, so that's pretty much the scenario right now. I prefer to do it, and you guys prefer to watch it, so that's good. I am actually happy with the audience that I have currently for live hunts. It's pretty great. Considering that live hunts is one of my favourite things to do, I would say. I mean, I do understand that I needed to take a little bit of a break, but that's just, I guess, getting burnt out on things does happen, and I've been burnt out on Monster Hunter a number of times, to be honest. But just generally speaking, I love playing Monster Hunter, and if I can have an audience of people who are interested in that, then that is the best case scenario, quite frankly. So... Anyway. And I don't have any audio problems at the moment on my end. There were no real audio problems in the previous live stream for you guys, but there were problems for me. There was no game audio. So, not from the very beginning, but at some point my my audio interface shat the bed, and so, yeah. Fortunately, it was only for me. I don't mind playing in silence, but I'm sure you guys would mind not being able to hear anything, so yeah, that's a thing. Do I have anyone on Twitch talking to me? If I do, then they've probably left by now, because, you know, they're even more impatient. It seems like the answer is no to that, which is a-okay. I'm fine with that business. I'm not going to be able to stream for too much today. I'll be able to stream for about an hour and 20 minutes, maybe. We'll see how that goes. Ouch. Maybe a little bit more than an hour and 20 minutes. We might do an hour and 30. That's a little bit nicer than an hour and 20. It feels more natural. An hour and 30 seems to be typical for me when it comes to this live stream series, so I suppose I shouldn't be specific about that. It's just oftentimes when I am streaming, I don't really have too much to do after that point. Like, I have more freedom, you see. But this time I'm actually going to work later, so I do need to kind of not be streaming forever. I do have a time limit, effectively. But anyway, in terms of what I was just uploading, I have less time today than I was going to, until I woke up this morning and saw that the Monster Hunter World Iceborne expansion had been given a new cinematic, so I had to go and record an impressions video for that. I didn't necessarily need to do that, but my friend Sam was like, hey, you should do that, and so I went and did it. I thought, well, yeah, okay, maybe I have something that's of worth to say. Hi, Rainy Set. Welcome to the live stream. Sorry that I wasn't responding to you immediately. This is originally on PSP, in terms of what console it's on. However, it is not being played on PSP right now. This is emulated, and the reason why is because it is much more comfortable to play. I can use a PS4 controller, and it also looks a lot better. Plus, I have ease of hunting with people online. So it is pretty much the best way to play Freedom Unite at the moment. In fact, it's the best way to play any of the PSP Monster Hunter games. In terms of comfort, you did have to use what is called the claw when playing Freedom Unite before, and any of the PSP games. It's kind of, you have to do this, you see. I don't know if I'm able to demonstrate this properly, but to turn the camera, you would have to move the D-pad in that way. It's not comfortable. It became more comfortable for me because I was used to it, but for any person who's never done it before and gives it a try, I think they will quickly realize that it is not the most enjoyable experience in the world. But anyway. Getting back onto the Iceborne video that I just uploaded, literally just then. Yeah, it's not a happy video, I can tell you that much, and nothing relating to Monster Hunter World is going to be a happy video when it's me that's involved, so yeah, it's... I would like to think that it has some sort of entertainment value, because, you know, it's me kind of ripping into the game, but yeah, that's why I upload it, because I suggest that it might have some sort of entertainment value, but it's reasonably coherent. It's not too ranty. I try to keep on topic. I tried to keep it concise. It was only 12 minutes. The thing could have gone for 30 minutes if I really wanted it to, but it did not, and I would not have been happy for that to happen. Kane has just died, which is the thing. I can charge in this game, can't I? Yes, I can. I keep forgetting, I never charge with the lance in this game. Can you stop charging? Shit. I can never seem to work out what I need to press to go into a lance thrust out of the charge. But, oh. Sometimes I lose my... Oh, shite! Problem with my, with these earphones right now, or these in-ear headphones, depending on how you want to say that, they are currently connected into an adapter that is not really designed for anything except a specific cable of 3.5mm, and it sort of slips out a little bit from time to time, and so what ends up happening there is I can still hear the game, but I can't hear my vocal playback, or feedback, however you want to refer to that, which is necessary because these are really sound isolating, so I want to be able to hear myself as I talk, so it's important. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. I'm sort of at risk of death if I don't heal sometime soon, and that is one of the negative things about the lance, and one of the things that I don't like about the lance. You're not very mobile, and sometimes you can just get stuck, because it takes a while to sheathe and all of that business, so, yeah. That's why the Sword and Shield is a happy balance between lack of mobility and being able to shield, but the problem with the Sword and Shield is that it sucks in this game. It has absolutely terrible damage output, but I still use it, because I find it fun to use, because it's the Sword and Shield. The Sword and Shield is the weapon type that I used most of all in 3rd generation, and 3rd generation is the generation that I played the most in Monster Hunter, so... 3rd gen was when I discovered the beauty of Greatsword, and 3rd gen is also where I was basically furiously masturbating over the Sword and Shield, so yeah, Sword and Shield and Greatsword are my thing, and that's specifically when referring to Blade Master weapons. I do not particularly prefer Blade Master to that of Gunning. Gunning is my favourite thing to do in Monster Hunter, but of course you do need a little bit of variance, and I think Blade Master weapons are a great way to get some variance in your gameplay. So even though I do prefer to gun, it's not something I'm going to exclusively do. But anyway, going to do CTY, and just to demonstrate... Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to show this. Just making sure that that still works, because, yeah. You can see I did !CTY, and everyone who was in the room got some friendship points. So, yeah. And Kane has just tried to do it as well, but that's not how that works. I think everything's going alright in terms of the live stream. It's just, I say that because you don't understand how messy it is when I get these things started, but anyway. I'm gonna leave my hair behind my ear today, that's what I've decided, so that I'm not fucking messing around with it all the time, which is a bit of a theme of these recordings. Do I really want any Nargacuga stuff? Maybe I do. I think I have a lot of it, but I'm just gonna take it for now. I'm not hell-bent on making money this time around, so... Or as of this very moment. I did actually start the hunt while I was still uploading. No, it's not my Discord server, Rainy Set. It is a Discord server for the online experience that I'm having right now. It's called Hunsterverse, and it's incredible how it works. It's basically an online multiplayer system that interacts with the emulator that I'm using right now. It's hard to really explain it, but basically the Discord server can actually... It's aware of what you're doing in the game to a certain extent. It's aware of when you're in a certain room. It knows what room you're in. It knows when you've started a hunt. And it's quite, yeah. It knows who you're playing with and all of that. It's really interesting. So it's a very integrated system of online. And I very much enjoy it. Hunsterverse, I've done it before, but just... If you are interested, that is how it's spelt. And, yeah. It's not Hunter's Verse, it's Hunsterverse. But and that links into Hunstermonter, as it was originally called. That was the website. I need to get my head in gear. I'm going to the Feline Kitchen, and what are we talking about now? Anyone up for Rathalos farming? I don't think Oriana is in the room right now, so unfortunately, I don't think we can help her. Assuming it's a female, I don't know. Then again, Butler of Chaos. I mean, a butler is a male term, so it must be a guy, anyway. Well, the Draculestia isn't the most feminine name in the world, but anyway. Sorry, it's not the most masculine name in the world, is what I was trying to say. Where the hell is... Kiddin Cheese? Ah, that is! That's a reference. And a terrible way for me to do it. But anyway, I feel very out of sorts. I feel like the live stream that I'm doing right now is beyond spontaneous. And I feel like nothing's under my control. But other than that, what I'm going to do is just see if we do still have that guy who I said disconnected before. He might still be hanging around. So I'm going to actually have a look and see what's going on there. I'm going to type see my guild hall, which is MYGH. I'm not in a guild hall, so I can't check. CSQ to see the guild halls that are available. I have no one in my room right now, so therefore we don't know. Redo is going to eat, so I'm not actually up for Rathalos farming, but I'm not opposed to the idea of hunting a Rathalos. So I guess I shouldn't say, hey, come and join our room and you can do some Rathalos farming, because that's probably not going to be a thing. I do not want to farm anything when recording one of these videos, because, quite frankly, I want to keep things nice and varied for you guys, for the sake of your entertainment, and probably for the sake of my entertainment as well, to be honest. But, I do have my windows open at the moment, which is good. I do like airflow, but I tend to shut my windows when I'm recording because I don't want any background noise or anything like that. When I do shut my windows, it's very much a contained environment, so yeah, that is a good thing. But the negative aspect to that is that I'm basically suffocating because they really do shut tight. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, that was... I thought for a second it wasn't perfect, but that was perfect. That's what I want. It's just what I like. So is that one phantom butterfly? Great. It's funny because on the rare occasion you do actually get it perfect. Sometimes it's not even any different in terms of the rewards to what you would get if you more or less failed, so kind of sucks. Anyway, Guild Hall 11, and just going to... Now I will use see my Guild Hall to check what's going on. So I'm the only one here right now, and who was say... Canis, that's what it was. Still hunting? I think it was you, wasn't it? There are so many people in this server, I can only hope that that's who it was. I think it was Canis. Yes, it was. Kaitozu is searching for Kirin's weakness. Now, you can sort of guess when a person wants to hunt something by them posting things like this. So, I don't know if he actually has a room. I'm going to double check the actual... quests at the moment. Low rank Rathalos farm. Farmin' and thinkin'. And then there's my room. So I'm happy for Kaitozu to come in and hunt a Kirin if he wants to, but that's kind of only if it's G rank. I thought I had a bit of a group together here, and now it's looking like I don't have a group. One of them's gone off to eat, one of them's missing in action, and one of them is also kind of missing in action, so yeah, that's kind of annoying. As I have explained before, I do like to make sure that I've got a consistent group hunting with me at whatever given time, and yeah, I guess I failed to do that this time, maybe. I kind of failed a little bit in my previous Freedom Unite recording, but it sort of started moving again, which was good. But anyway. Yes, I know, Kerry Vans. If you check my YouTube channel, I do actually have a reaction video for that. Well, I call it a reaction video, but it's more of an impressions video. I had already seen it by the time I made the video, but I literally uploaded that like 1 minute before I went live here, so... Yes, I am aware of that trailer, and quite frankly, it was one of the most uninteresting things I've seen this year. Anyway, what are we doing now? Yes, I know Nargacuga's back. This was the first game he appeared in as well. So I've got Lavasioth. I don't know what water weapons I have. Let's have a look and see, shall we? Just going to... The hell is that? Anyway, don't worry about it. I'm just reacting to things you can't see, and I will show you what I was looking at. Basically, Mako got lots of rewards from a Teostra, I guess. I mean, it's not... That is actually kind of strange. Anyway, so let's just go back to home, and then we will see what water weapons we would like to use against a Lavasioth. Obviously, when it comes to Lavasioth, I would prefer to be ranged, but yeah, not a thing. Do have this Daora's Fang that I'm wanting to upgrade. I only need to upgrade it once more using some Big Elder Dragon Jewels, but that's still not really a thing that I can do because I don't have Big Elder Dragon Jewels, so that's a shame. I could go Hammer if I were... You know what, I'm feeling super... What's the word? Masochistic, so I'm going to use a Hammer against a Lavasioth. Let's just do it. Water, where is my water hammer? Over here. Anchor Crusher G. So, of course the G weapons are fairly easy to make, which makes them quite attractive, but some G weapons are actually the best for their weapon type / elements, so it's actually rather a good thing. Going to see if the thumbnail for my Iceborne video is okay. It's probably gone and grabbed the promotional image. And if it has, then that's perfectly fine. No, it hasn't actually. It's given me an... It's actually a pretty cinematic and cool thumbnail. It's the handler, and she's looking pretty spiffy. I like that. Most of the time I just go with whatever... How do I say? Thumbnail YouTube gives me by default. Or I choose one of the 3 that it gives me. But... yeah, that's definitely going to be the case this time as well, because that is a nice thumbnail. Of course, I did use footage from that particular trailer that was released. I used the Japanese trailer, not the English one. Anyway, yeah, that's cool. I'm not going to send that to Sam, my friend, who actually wanted me to record it in the first place. He probably got a notification for it. Anyway, I don't know if we're waiting for a 4th person. See if it's going to actually... I do have the ability to share this for a reason. Gonna get Michael in. So, just generally, if I'm taking the time to type in here... See, he's coming. Great. But yeah, if I'm taking the time to type here, and you guys can't see any of what I'm typing or what other people are saying, it's not as fun, or it's not as enjoyable to watch, because you're sort of going, well, what's he typing? I wonder what the communication's like, and things like that. It's just good to be able to see what's going on. So, calling it more entertaining is a strange way to put it, but it's effectively what it's like. I haven't actually hunted with Giseric for a long time, now that I look at him. What are you reacting to? Kokujin. Get wrecked, mate. Actually, I should mention, when I say wrecked, I mean W-R-E-C-K-E-D, not R-E-K-D. It's how I always type it, so anyway. Anyway, we're just going to wait for Michael to come. And then when he does enter, generally what I do when someone enters the room and they have a different name to their Discord name, I will give myself a list of who's in the room, in that chat, to make sure that it's actually them. But anyway. Mako's asking what we're waiting for. He's asking what we're waiting for. I'm telling him what we're waiting for. And you know, just being able to see what's going on here does help on your end when we do have some downtime. Oh, someone did fucking join. Bastard. So, yeah, Hikaru. Here we fucking go. So I can get a list of who's actually in the room. So Michael's in here. Oh, look, this person's posting their own quest. You are gone. Vote to kick Hikaru. You're gone. Because basically, that's a one vote kick basically. But the point is, this person has joined the room, posted their own quest, when we've already got a quest on the board. You would have heard the sound of the quest being posted. I wasn't able to show you because I had the chat up. But that kind of shit is not acceptable at all. So we have we don't have two Michaels. The confusion was that I think it showed 5 people in the room. Is that right? Yeah, it showed 5 people. The reason why was because Michael was trying to connect at that time. So it displayed 5 people when in actuality there was only 4. So that was confusing for me. But anyway. That's Hunsterverse for you. Some people just snipe spots and post their own quests quite inconsiderately, and that's not acceptable at all. And I, fortunately, can one vote kick people the fuck out of the room if they want to do that. And yes, I do understand that it is a little bit unfriendly to do that to people who perhaps don't know any better, but unfortunately, if they do not use the Discord server in the way that it's meant to be used, and they make it harder for people to be able to play the game through their ignorance, then unfortunately they will have to learn the hard way. That's just how it is. So that's kind of my philosophy when it comes to all of that. And I suppose that philosophy has been shaped through having to constantly deal with people's bullshit. You know, it's one thing to have it happen maybe very occasionally and have it only happen a handful of times, but this happens pretty much every time you hunt at all. So it's just, you get to the point where you're like, okay, this needs to stop. And so, because I'm a donator in Hunsterverse, and because I was the person who created... So basically, let me give you the lowdown of how that works. I proposed to Marty Zach a particular function within Hunsterverse, which was called true hosting, or like the true host function, which basically makes it so that you get an extra kick point if you are the host of the room. And what constitutes a room host is someone who posted the quest when either no one was in the room or only you were in the room. So that prevents people from just making a quest in a room where people are already hunting and then just kicking everyone to troll them. So that was pretty much how that worked. And then the idea was that you need 3 kick points to kick a person, and multiple people in a room can vote to kick. So if you have true host, like active, you'll have 2 points to kick out of 3, which makes it easier to kick. But in my case, I get an extra point for a total of 3 because I'm a donator, so that just allows me to one vote kick people if I'm the true host. So, because I was playing Unite and constantly having to deal with room snipers, I went and proposed that, got that implemented, donated further to have it implemented pretty much immediately. And then that was a thing. So I suppose in my own way I've left my mark on Hunsterverse. Ooh, get away. See this flopping bastard? This is why I said that it was masochistic for me to go with the hammer to fight this stupid thing. Anyway, just making sure that everything looks good. Because I always need to make sure that I'm not accidentally showing the Discord chat, because of course it blocks everything on the screen. I was very close in the previous live stream to actually having left it up for an entire hunt. But I fortunately went and double checked, and that was avoided. So, because the thing is, I'm not constantly checking the OBS thing, so, yeah. Oh, thing is, unless you're immediately ready to dive, holy shit. You can't really get out of the way of that. It's really annoying. Hair. Just leave it behind my ear. I don't like it when it's behind my ear, but at least I don't have to mess around with it. I hit you once and you're back in the lava. I hate this monster. Still better than how he was in World, though. At least he's annoying and flops around, whereas the other guy doesn't do much at all. By the other guy, I mean the one in World. This guy's actually an asshole. And is a worthy hunt as a result of it. I'm sorry, Mako. Is he weak to thunder more than he is water? Because Mako is... Actually, maybe Mako primarily plays Portable Third. That's possible. Because I was about to say, well, Mako's been playing for a long time, but that's in Portable Third, not in this game. So maybe he actually doesn't have a hugely accomplished character in this game. But I don't know. I don't have his guild card. Not going to be going for KO or anything like that. Oh my god. Holy shit, I was very lucky that I did not actually get hit by that. What a nightmare. Can I get the golf swing? Yep, there we go. I wasn't concerned that I wasn't going to actually get the animation off. I was concerned that perhaps it wouldn't reach as high as his body there, but it did, so that was good. Oh dear god. You flopping bastard. I am currently streaming at 1080p, aren't I? I'm pretty sure that I am. No, I don't think I am. I don't think that I am. Which would be a horrible mistake if that is the truth. I am streaming at 1080. Thank God for that. Because it would be such a shame to not be streaming at 1080. Because this game looks really good when emulated. And that would not be entirely... I guess... sometimes words fail me. It wouldn't be entirely shown to you guys how good this is if it were not in 1080p. Of course, there's a word better than shown to you guys, but it fails me once again. Now, it's possible that lag compensation allowed for that golf swing to actually make contact. But as you can see, this flopping bastard of a monster is much better fought ranged, because he can't do as much to you. Especially when he sort of jumps into the air and flops on your face. That kind of... well, it's difficult to avoid, you see. He's probably going to flop on my face in a moment, but I'll try and get a golf swing off in the meantime. Alright, he's going to flop on me. No, he's going to hip check, which I managed to avoid. I don't know if that was actually invincibility frames on my part, or if... I don't actually know. Maybe there was an invulnerability period from me doing so. I don't know, I can't remember what I was even doing now. This monster sort of bothers me. As you can see, he's got the tail swiping going on. He can basically do everything in the way of hitting you. He's also got ranged attacks. He's the whole package right here. Nightmare of a creature. Anyway. As long as I am aware of what he's doing, I should be able to get out of the way of his flopping. Speaking of flopping, he's flopping now. But in a different way. That's a flinch flop. FF. Hi, Caitlin. Haven't seen you for a while. Be doing... I'll let you in on a plan of mine, actually. Sometime soon when it comes to my live streams. I'm currently doing Dragon Quest Swords, but once I'm done with Dragon Quest Swords, I think I'm going to do a live stream playthrough of Ocarina of Time. I fucking hate that game, but hey. I think it'll be fun to just sit down, relax, have a drink, and play that game. I think I'd need to have a drink to be able to play it, so... Yeah, that is the plan at some point in the future. I don't know how many more live streams I'll need to do of Dragon Quest Swords, but that is the plan. Oh. And he is moving on. Lavasioth. You made a new creature and named it Carl. What do you mean by made a new creature? In what? As you can see, Lavasioth is just relaxing for now. He needs a rest. He's had a bit of a rough day with us here. So whenever you're ready, my friend. Oh yeah, I wanted to pause my play. Oh, Mako just broke off. Well, that's a thing that happens occasionally. Slightly annoying, but hey, we've been doing this hunt for a while, so we should be able to finish it with 3 without too many issues. But yeah, Mako is one of the more frequent players on Hunsterverse, but I haven't really seen him in Freedom Unite. Mostly in Portable Third. But he may very well play this game a lot as well. Maybe just in the past, I'm not sure. Freedom Unite is a game that I can play a lot more than Portable Third. It has to do with content and how much more of it there is in this game, so it's not like I haven't experienced everything, but the idea is that there's something about the variation in the content. I can just play this game more because there's more of that variation. So still not going for the head or anything like that, but it's alright. Can maybe get a knockdown from hitting the legs. Don't flop on me, man. Hip checks are fine if I'm in that position in relation to you. Is he gonna flop? Nope. He doesn't always flop. If he flops now, I'm fucked. But he did flinch me out of that position, where I was sort of stuck in a weapon combo. You playing Spore or something, Caitlin? Because you never actually mentioned, like, how you're creating this thing. And the game I can think of that is like that is Spore, which is something that stopped being a thing like 8 years ago. But anyway. I did actually want to play Spore at some point, but it never really eventuated. I guess I was busy doing other stuff. Oh, flopping. As you can see, the actual tremor of that is quite considerable. Oh, that is a dead Lavasioth right there. And it's so annoying that with every single Monster Hunter game, it's different how you actually skip the death animation. It's either select or start. And what is it, B or something in Generations Ultimate? It's ridiculous. Anyway. It's different every time. Alrighty, right. I do actually need Lavasioth stuff, so I'm not going to sell it in the reward screen. Need to make some of Lavasioth's armor. I probably actually have enough stuff to make his armor now, but just in case I am going to take his stuff. I have not been focusing on making any new weapons or armor, to be honest, in this game for a while, so I'll probably get back into doing that soon. I have pretty much all of my armor sets taken up right now. I'm just waiting to make a adrenaline set, mainly for Fatalis, so like an adrenaline fire set, using probably the absolute bowgun, and if not that, then something else instead. Maybe something that is more, that is better for specifically fire, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to pause my playback for, well, at least the, why did it say that? Don't worry about it. Just reacting to something that you guys have no knowledge of. So, just need to pause my playback. It just helps me to not waste my streaming connection on actually streaming it back to myself. But anyway, because I'm not actually monitoring it on my PC. I'm monitoring it on my laptop where my chat is, which is connected to a different connection. So, I actually did not get much there at all. That was really pathetic in terms of the rewards, but that's alright. Sucks for Mako, who did disconnect from the hunt, I don't know if he's soloing from that point on. It will take him a while. That was another 3 or 4 minutes or so worth of the hunt with 3 people, so that's probably going to take him another 10 minutes, so... Oh no, he did return after all. Maybe more than 10 minutes. I didn't see his actual set. Let's actually have a look. What's it got? Hey, I'd say he's pretty endgame. It's a good set. And it does make me wonder whether or not Lavasioth is weak to thunder more than he is water. So, I do wonder these things. Anyway. Just going to see what these guys want to hunt next. Jesus. In terms of whether or not a person should build a hammer or a greatsword first, I'd say hammer in this game. Greatsword's a little rough. Smeko's responding to me. He's considering what he might hunt next. Oh. So the one-horned Demon King Diablos is basically a regular Diablos, visually, except he's missing a horn, and he has a lot of health. And he's a nightmare, so... Anyway, I thought he was a high-rank monster, to be honest. He's sort of a high-rank monster that feels like a G-rank monster. He's in the Nekot quest list. He must be online as well, here in the guild quest list. Well, I guess I'll... Yeah, here we go. We've got Vlad. I don't know if he took anyone's spot. He might have. Because I can't remember who was there before, you see, and I don't know if that person was coming back or not, so... It does help to actually keep track of who's in your frickin' room, and who's coming back and who's not, so... Oh. And you're gone as well. I'd be happy for an Elder Dragon of some description. Just for the big Elder Dragon jewel. I think I only need one more to upgrade to my fully upgraded Kushala Daora lands. Well, I'll just wait for Michael to post something, I suppose. He's not really communicating on Discord at the moment, so... Oh. Yep. Just needed to make sure I didn't have some sort of delay on my vocal audio here. I just thought about it and wanted to make sure. It's amazing, I barely set up for this recording, as I have mentioned before. So what do we got? Oh, Child of Destruction. Well, I've done this before. And, I guess we'll just be trapping the thing. I don't want to actually do much beyond that. Just keep shock trapping. Excuse me. Alright, let's see what we're actually going to use. I guess I'll go Greatsword again. It's what I did last time. I apologise for being boring, but really, it's good. Going Greatsword is the best way to do things, and of course I do go Ice Attribute because it's just the best way to do things for me. Is that even? I don't know if I've actually got the correct stuff equipped in this. Sometimes I forget what skills I have on the armor set, but this doesn't look right. No, it's an unsheathed jewel that's in here. Here we go. Now we get to see the skills. Cool. Again, you do have to do this manually in this game, which is kind of annoying. A lot of people aren't a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that, but hey. At least this was the last game where you had to do that. Alrighty, so Vlad is here. I, once again, don't know if he's actually taking anyone's spot, but we'll just wait to see for now. Alrighty. So I'm going to bring combination materials for traps this time. Last time I was an asshole and did not do that at all, so I'm actually going to do it this time. Genprey Fangs. Gonna bring I'll bring 5. And That should do. And I do believe 3 combination books are enough. Let's have a look. Yes, alright. So we are good to go then. Mako is running Ancient... Ooh, that's very good. So he's got the Yamatsukami longsword, so we're going to be getting lots of paralysis as well. So the best scenario is to not have it be so that we squander a paralysis with a trap, so we'll have to see how that goes. We've definitely got potential for some good damage here. So let's go for it. I did eat, didn't I? Yeah, pretty sure I did. It was so long ago that I kind of wasn't sure if I'd done that. I suppose I didn't do that. That's a huge problem. I'm wasting my last ancient potion then. Ugh, that's annoying. Anyway, we are of course in the old volcano. And like most of the other locations that are linked to Kokoto, it's got a little bit of a creepy not fucking antidote. It's got a bit of a creepy feeling about it. It has sort of like this low drone instead of music when you're in the lava areas, including this place here. It's quite odd. What is the volume of the game actually? No fucking way. I have not had any sound this whole fucking time. No sound. What's the point of streaming to people if they don't tell you this? Fuck, that's so annoying. I didn't have sound for that whole time. Oh my god. Why does no one wonder these things? Doomlink, where's the sound? Oh, fuck. So annoying. That's what happens when you're setting things up so... Oh, that's gonna hit me. Fuck me dead. So annoying. I want to hit you so hard right now, Vlad. I'm pissed off now, you know. You're gonna enjoy some pissed off Doomlink now. I want to hit you so fucking hard, mate. Swear to God. Got my windows open too, so I'm like yelling. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Fuck! Really pissed off. I'm gonna go close my windows. Don't give a shit. I don't have my earphones in right now. That's alright. If you ping one more time, you will die, okay? You won't actually. But, that's so annoying. Fuck me dead. Obviously it's my fault that I didn't have the fucking sound on, but... Whew, shit. It's like one of the benefits to streaming to people. They let you know. Obviously fucking not. What is Mako actually doing? I mean, as much as it annoys me that Vlad won't stop fucking pinging, to be honest, I would love it if Mako also were aware of the fact that there's a goddamn trap on the ground. Anyway, great hunt so far. Great stream so far, Doomlink. No sound. Anyway, it just annoys me because, you know, that's like the first, what, 35 minutes of the fucking stream with no sound? Seriously. Ugh. Has to happen eventually. Anyway. Can only continue in this way. With sound. Fucking beauty. I don't really care. Shit team! So. With that. What pisses me off is that I wasted one of my last ancient potions just to die anyway, and so now what do? I've got fucking nothing in my inventory. Fuck me dead. Anyway. So, in other more phenomenal news, I'm gonna have to try and fight this Child of Destruction with less health now, so if I die again, no one's allowed to be surprised, alright? So... yeah, it's great. It's been a great day today. confirmation of the fact that World is a fucking joke, and also semi-failed Unite stream. Semi-failed. In the sense that, well, how long was that? Was it 30 minutes? Yeah, it was about 35 to 40 minutes worth of no fucking sound in the game. 35 to 40 minutes worth of people watching the goddamn live stream, not even wondering if there's no sound, and if that's normal. I think there were 3 or 4 people, 3 or 4 different people failed to say a thing, which is fine. But it just annoys me, because that's always been in my head. I've always thought, well, if there's anything wrong, someone's going to let me know. Perhaps not immediately. But, yeah. Whatever. Let's go for the fucking trap! Here we go. Don't even know if these fucking people are able to trap. Vlad can't do much more than, you know, ping. Which is, I don't know, maybe he's got a condition. Maybe that's all he can do. Wouldn't judge him. Don't do that. Shit. So I need to combine for another trap, because it's actually quite possible that I'm the only one doing that. Going to go for a draw attack on the face and then get the fuck out of there. It's very close. Not a good scenario at all, quite frankly. The whole stream I was going, is something wrong? Is something out of order? And I just didn't notice it. So... anyway. Obviously that's got me pissed off. Hey. Alright, I think we're going to go for another trap, because once again, I'm the only one by the looks of it. Good team. So, I'll just drop it down momentarily once it looks like it's safe. This is not a safe time to do it. But here I am anyway. Is he leaving? Yeah, he's leaving. Don't even know if you can see my fucking thumbs up, because I just put it right in the camera, but that was a thumbs up right there. Shit tier team. FYI. Shit tier. Anyway. That's alright. It's not that alright, actually. So... I will be streaming for another 50, 40 minutes from this point. Have to see how that goes. Yeah, where even is he? Is he in the area Mako is going to? Probably. Yes. No, Vlad is in the correct area. The audio level should be alright. It's just whether or not you've even got the fucking audio going is a little bit of a different story. And that was not something that was happening. So great, I've got one more trap, and I've got reduced health, and the whole fucking deal, basically. So, yeah, if I die again, once again, no words, other than, well, that's expected. Also, now I'm going to put down a trap. I bet you got off on pinging this time, didn't you? Go on, ping again. Do it. Do it. Oh, for the love of my ass. You can't even line up with a trap, you useless bastard. Anyway. Alrighty. So now we can actually do some damage. I lost my my combo there, but that's alright. I haven't been keeping track of the paralysis. It's possible that there was a paralysis while I was away from the hunt, for reasons that I could not control. But Vlad is almost dead, nothing new. But the biggest problem here is the fact that I can't set down a trap because my other one's sitting there. That was my mistake, I shouldn't have actually trapped so soon. But, yeah, that's a thing. Hey. I don't even want to go for an attack right now. I do prefer to go ranged with this particular guy, as I probably mentioned last time I fought him on camera here, but, yeah. I'm gonna go for draw attacks right now. You can see Michael waited for a long time to get in there, and as soon as he goes in there, he gets hit. Child of destruction. Child of my ass. Anal birth. Mpreg. Well, good team. I'm the only one who brought trap combines. And if I'm not, then they're all withholding. For reasons unknown. Anyway. Hey, there you go. So in the end, Vlad did the most damage because he's ranged. Fair enough. As it turned out, the team wasn't amazing, but that's by the by. It's all done now. Obviously, most of my frustration comes from streaming for 30 minutes without sound, but other than that, good hunt. And there's also Vlad humping the signal button. The beacon button, as it's called here. It's a humping triangle, there you go. But, yeah. Whatever. Don't know what we will be hunting next, however... we should still be able to keep this team together, I think. Or this group of 4, yes. I was about to say, is it even a group of 4? It is, which is actually good. I'm really happy to fight whatever. I'll let Michael post whatever he wants to post, I suppose. Because I think that's what he did this time. Post a Child of Destruction. Who I'm not opposed to. I have to work out what I'm doing with ancient potions. I need to try and actually create the stuff that I need to make them. I'm gonna do that on camera here. It doesn't bother me because I can't not have any means to increase my maximum health as I continue on here, so... because it's just gonna get annoying. It's a nasty cycle. If you die the first time but don't increase your maximum health, you might die a second time, which kind of puts the whole quest in jeopardy, so I really don't want to do that. So I will have to go and try to get some ancient potions on the go. What will be required for that? I don't know, because I can't remember. So I will have to actually look online using my extremely fast laptop, which is not in any way downclocked, to actually search for ancient potion in the wiki. And then I'll have to find the other materials that are used to make it as well. Possibly nutrients, but I think nutrients might be referred to differently in this game. Actually, nutrients is for mega potions, isn't it? Ancient PG? What the fuck is that? Is there actually a weapon in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite called the Ancient PG? Literally the letter P and then... holy fucking Christ. Okay, so... thanks, Mako. Okay, so... Monster Hunter Freedom Unite? Combination list. Here we go. By the time I'm ready, we will be going on another hunt, so I'm not going to have ancient potions next time, basically. Which is fine, I can deal with it for one quest, but anything more than that, thank you. I'm not going to give them my guild card for now. Need to focus on this. Combination list. Yes, I did need to wait for the fucking thing to load, because my internet is phenomenal. As well as my laptop. Immunizer and Kelby Horn. How do I make Immunizer? Catalyst Dragon Toadstool. How do I make Catalyst? Better Bug Honey. Two Yian Garuga. It's water, isn't it? I think so. Well, I'm gonna spend next quest. Actually, no, I'm not gonna gun, actually. Gun sucks with Garuga. Let's bow. Think, no, I don't even want a bow either. What should I do? Talking to popcorn. Good hunting horn, but I can't remember any of the songs. So maybe not. Okay, let's go Blade Master, but I'll pick what I want to use. Because of course you do have the fact of bouncing quite often. Which is a little annoying with the Yian Garuga. So... I just can't decide on what I want to use. I don't really have any gun lances apart from the popcorn, and the reason why is because I overused gun lance while I was playing the game in the early stages, so... Oh Christ, let's just... I do have a water greatsword, don't I? Yes. Let's just do that. I'm fine with that. Have I eaten? Don't think so. No. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to eat last time as well, that was annoying. Hopefully they realise that I'm changing weapons and they haven't gone without me. Can you stop? Christ. Kitty and cheese and golden fresh brew. It's just a lazy way to eat, basically. Let's get 150, 150. Or an additional 50 for both stamina and health. Alrighty. Just sticking with greatsword because I'm thinking in my head that if I'm fully charging my greatsword, I shouldn't have a problem with bouncing. And of course, water is the ideal element, etc, etc. What am I missing? I'm definitely missing something here. Got a Farcaster. Cannot see what I'm missing. I feel like I should have 3 on this page, but I don't. Could bring Psychoseries. If I have any, which I don't. Who cares? Alrighty, right. See how things are going with the Iceborne Impressions video. 7 views. Let's not bump the microphone. The grill actually sort of... It didn't actually graze my finger, but it gives me that sensation. It's kind of funny. Anyway. I have had better live streams when it comes to Monster Hunter. It's just because it's not really good when you're doing so much of the live stream with no sound. I think lacking sound is a pretty negative thing. So, it's the first time I've had a major problem occur with one of my live streams, to be honest, so had to happen eventually. Where does Garuga start? Probably in that area, yeah. I don't know, we'll find them. There's 2 of them, so one will start in whatever the typical starting area for Garuga is, and then the other will be, I don't know, buggering around somewhere else, because of course that is what they do. They fly around strangely and aimlessly, and they're annoying. Paintballing is absolutely essential when it comes to these guys, because otherwise we'll be running around not being able to find anything. So that is an opportunity and a half. Thank you, Garuga. Oh yes, and having the ability to resist roars is a big deal with this guy, so I suppose Greatsword wasn't the best thing, because when it comes to Greatsword sets in this game, I cannot really incorporate earplugs with a decent sort of Greatsword set. It doesn't feel right. So I generally go for the set that I'm using right here, which does not include any sort of roar resistance. However, I normally do go for roar resistance with a Greatsword. I consider it to be very important. But games like Freedom Unite do offer the exception to that rule, because you sort of have to go with whatever is best. You have a lot less options when it comes to the skills in this game, because there are no decorations. No, there are decorations, sorry, there are no talismans. Don't hit me with a towel. Sometimes it actually affects you and then sometimes it doesn't. Oh god. So we can differentiate them based on who has the broken beak. Look how long I was affected by that roar. That's absolutely horrible. Completely awful. Stop. It was strange, she wasn't actually breathing fireballs there. He is, though. Having said that... Wait. You bastard. Thought for a second that I was going to get super pounded, but fortunately Mako was not doing that. Mako is using thunder again. I could be going crazy, but I'm pretty sure that water is the best element for this guy. Ah, that was a good stun. Nice work, Mako. Alright, I don't think this Garuga is going to last much longer. Especially with all those hits on the face there. Oh, our friend is coming to interrupt the fight. Or Garuga's friend. Oh, thank you for dealing damage to that Garuga. I don't really know how much damage that would have dealt, but would have done something for sure. I have killed monsters using other monsters' attacks before. It's definitely happened. Oh, there we go. Now on to the next one. This one will probably despawn, so I might carve him. I don't have much Garuga stuff, and I do find Silver Pelt to be very useful. And I do believe that you can carve Silver Pelt, although I could be wrong. Don't hit me, please. Someone else got hit. Actually, no, that ended up connecting with the Garuga's face, the dead Garuga's face, which is kind of funny. But anyway. Regardless, that is another stun, and that happened very quickly. Very nice. Could go for a tail cut, but no. Too lazy for that. Don't think this guy's going to last very long either. It's a double monster quest, so if we are getting good opportunities to hit the face, and good opportunities to just beat down on the monster in general, and it really does help shorten the length of time that it will take to complete the quest. Oh, did you see that? That was a complete change of direction. Thank you, Garuga. It is exactly what I would expect of you, to be honest. Absolutely hate this monster. Most people hate Garuga. Probably one of the worst monsters in this entire series. Of course, he was no worse in this game than any other. Any of the later ones, that is. If anything, he was a little worse. Well, he was no better, I meant to say. But he could be a little worse. Sort of depends on how you feel when it comes to the hitboxes of this game and how it generally feels to play the game. Some people find it to be a little challenging, to have it be so janky, I suppose you could refer to it. But for me, I'm pretty used to it. This was my first Monster Hunter, so it feels more or less natural for me. What does not feel natural, however, is Monster Hunter in 1st gen. That is not what I consider to be natural. Anyway. The other Garuga did not despawn in that time, but I do not regret carving anyway. I don't care if you want to call it a noob carve. It doesn't concern me. Because I did explain in the previous Freedom Unite livestream, which was livestream 8, that I do have a tendency to forget things if I don't carve them immediately. I wouldn't have forgotten this time, but that's just an explanation as to why I noob carve oftentimes. My memory sucks. At least when it comes to actually hunting. It has to do with your focus. I'm often focused on things other than carving, so I do like watching the water come in through here. The graphics aren't incredible, but I think what they did with what they had was pretty good. This beach location is very pleasant. It is the 2nd generation jungle. First appearing in Monster Hunter 2 DOS. So that is 1 silver pelt. So that's pretty nice. Silver pelts are somewhat rare. Somewhat. To actually get them to drop more frequently, you need to break the back, and that is one of the hardest things you can possibly do in this game. Breaking the Garuga back. It sucks. But fortunately you can get silver pelt without breaking the back, so that is a very good thing. Obviously, if you're mounting, it's not a problem, but as it so happens, this is not 4th generation, so that's not really a thing that happens. But, yeah, Garuga is one of the few monsters in this generation of Monster Hunter. Did I say Garuga's one of the monster hunters? Anyway, Garuga is one of the monsters in this generation of Monster Hunter that can actually have its back broken. And quite frankly, it's really hard to do, so... yeah. It's not just a matter of hitting the area, which can be hard, it's also the amount of damage you need to do to the area, which makes it most difficult, so... yeah. See how things are going in the chat? I do have a good team to... well, I say a good team, I'm not necessarily saying they're good, but what I meant to say was that the fact that they're sticking around is a good thing, so... Mako said that he didn't know you could evade Garuga's roar. I don't know how you couldn't know that you could do that, but anyway. Yes, I'm cool with Shen Gaoren. That's actually really nice. I'm totally down for that. I will... well, I guess I'll gun. Will I gun? Or will I hammer? No, I'll gun. I like to gun Garden. We will go with the normal gunner set, which I have done somewhat recently, but you'll have to forgive me. I do like to fight Garden with this particular set, so that is what I will do. Decorations. Where do I have my flying jewel? The Gravios X chest piece. No, Gravios Z, sorry. I believe. Is that correct? Yes. 280 IQ. And of course the reason why I don't have multiple flying jewels, and I think I meant to mention this in my last Freedom Unite livestream, but I didn't actually end up doing it, you need Black Fatalis pieces for it, like something like 3 wings for 1 flying jewel 3, it's kind of crazy. Fatalis wings are kind of hard to get, kind of, so yeah, for now I'd rather save them for other things. I don't think I ate, did I? No, I didn't. Sorry guys, I'll be back in a moment, and I will speed up to make it a little faster. Golden Fish Brew, and Kirin Cheese. It's alright, I'm in a good mood again now, guys. I just got a bit pissed off, both with myself and at the situation, that I managed to stream for 35 minutes with 4 people watching. And no one mentioned that there was no fucking sound. But anyway, that's alright. I don't have any bullets, and I'm aware of this, but that's alright. I will go and get some bullets. Most of them will be in my box. And then, in case I need combinations, I will bring them as well. I have a number of needle berries for that purpose. Yeah, that should be good. I think we're ready. I will wait for Vlad, of course. I believe that this is the first time I have streamed a Shen Gaoren, which is pretty good. Just one of those strange monsters that hasn't really appeared in any game after this point. It's one of the Carapacians. And he's sort of Elder Dragon level in terms of size. But he is of course not an Elder Dragon. Would be kind of strange. He first appeared in Monster Hunter 2 DOS. And, not many people have fought him in the... well, when we talk about modern Monster Hunter players, a lot of them have not fought this creature before, so... I'd say that there is a lot of value in being able to record a hunt with him. A lot of people haven't fought Yamatsukami either. Because you have to keep in mind that monsters have reappeared in the latest games quite a lot from this particular era of Monster Hunter, but the likes of Shen Gaoren and Yamatsukami have not. I thought Amatsu Magatsuchi would be the same, but then he appeared in late 4th gen, so... yeah, not a Portable 3rd exclusive after that point. Alrighty. Let's get moving! I forgot to actually create some ancient potions, so kind of sucks, but that's alright. We shouldn't actually be dying here. That would be a great concern, to be honest. Some guy just kicked me. Basically, the start of the Shen Gaoren fight, you can just relax for a while. Probably about 3 minutes, because it takes a long time to actually get into your range. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I say that if you have no idea. Basically, you do not need to do what I'm doing right now, which is trying to get to the monster as quickly as possible. It's completely unnecessary. Because he is approaching over that way. You can see him in the distance, but he has quite a distance to travel before actually getting to this point. That line of rocks there is pretty much the threshold. And you can see it's kind of not it either. It's pretty much in line with this wall. So... nice timing, I managed to kick in. Alrighty, so now we can just sit here and relax and wait for this guy to appear. Kind of wish I had a beverage now. Might get a glass of water, but I'm going to kick back for now, wherever that is. Am I blind? Is there no kickback animation in this game? That was try. Try was the kickback thing. No wonder I was constantly doing kickback and try. It's because it was the first game it was released in. Or it was the first game that allowed you to do the kickback. So that's kind of cool. Anyway. I'll go get a drink of water. You guys can enjoy Gaoren approaching just for now. I'll be pretty quick. It only takes me a few moments to do that. Of course, my hunter looks a little bit disabled when he's doing this, which is why I like the cheering animation. What I miss is the footwork animation from 1st gen. It was probably the only thing that I miss from 1st gen. I used to just sort of bob on the spot. It was cool. But, yeah, no footwork here, which is fine. I don't believe it was in 2 days. Fucking hell, maker. There goes my earphones again. Shit! It's so silly that I keep doing that. Anyway. Hopefully I'm not sitting too far back. It's one thing that annoys me about the setup. I'm often, like, a bit too far. But if I do that, then it's too much on the side. See, that makes no fucking difference, really. So just doing this. And having it like that. Oh, so annoying. Anyways, he's in range. Let's get ready to go. I wish I wasn't so... Maybe I could do this. The thing is, it's kind of... Yeah, it sucks, because... Long story, but you could see why that sucks. Okay. Christ. Anyway. Let's get ready to go and start finding a big crab. What are you guys doing? I've never seen this before. Like my actual team being useless in a Shen Gaoren approach. Because we should all be like actually attacking this monster right now. Bizarre. Anyway. Now, the benefit to being ranged here is that I am actually not... Beautiful. If I fucking pull that out one more time, we're gonna lose it. Anyway, so no idea what the fuck's going on with that, but shit connection basically, apparently, from what I can tell. So apparently, whenever I'm hosting the hunt, Mako disconnects, and then I disconnected this time too, so whatever. Anyway. Best live stream ever. Mako's like, close that prawn. It's like, no, I'm streaming, mate. It's not the prawn, it's the streaming. My connection is generally alright, even though I'm streaming here, but I suppose it can cause problems in this scenario. Well, I don't know what I'm doing then, but I think I'm alone in this room. It says that I'm not, but you can't always trust that. Sometimes it needs to be refreshed. Have I lost my sound again? No, I haven't. Why is there no game sound? Was I just deaf and couldn't hear it? Why is there no game sound? What's going on? Is there game sound for you guys? No, there isn't. Where the bloody hell is the game sound gone? It's just one thing after another in this live stream. I can't believe it. Why is there no game sound? I haven't touched anything, and yet there's no game sound. I do not understand. Holy fucking shit. Anyway, no game sound, and I've got no idea why. It's for me as well, it's not just for you guys. This is like a bad joke. Well, look, I've already streamed for about 1 hour and 20 minutes by now, so I'm probably going to stop at this point. Aside from the fact that this has been a bit of a nightmare of a live stream as compared to the other ones, I hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to them in a minute, because I'm going to tell them that I'm going to fuck off. But anyway, this has been the 11th Doomlink's live hunts. Things have not gone incredibly according to plan, if you haven't noticed, so slightly annoyed about that. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next live hunts. I will be doing more live hunts as I continue, because I do enjoy doing this and I do have an audience that is interested, so I will indeed commit to recording more of it. Probably one per week at the very least, if I can manage that. And so, with having said that, I will catch you guys later, and I thank you all for watching. Bye bye.